First up, die another day. Avoiding a bad situation is usually attributed to good luck or being in the right place at the right time. But having the good fortune to narrowly avoid a catastrophe, well, the people in this story know exactly how that feels. Falls, Iowa, 1950. Fate, good fortune, or just plain luck is about to save a group of people from a major catastrophe and certain death. They will be left shaken, but alive. Meet Gail Burnham. Her father was the minister of the town's Baptist church, and every Wednesday night, he was at the church for choir practice.
Daddy always went down to the church on the night of choir practice to warm it up because it got really cold.
Reverend Burnham would then return home for dinner with his family. Then they would all go back to church for the choir meeting that always began promptly at 7:20. This particular Wednesday evening is no different, except for something that occurs at the dinner table.
I spilled ice cream on my dress, and my mother had to iron a new dress for me and put the old one in the wash.
This little accident means the family will be late for choir practice. Reverend Burnham isn't happy.
He's so upset that we're late.
It was now 7:29. The family is almost 10 minutes late, but they would soon learn that the setback is also their saving grace.
And we're getting to the church, and all of a sudden, there's this loud boom.
The Westside Baptist Church explodes, and what's left of the structure is engulfed. Earlier that evening, Reverend Burnham turned on the furnace to warm the church, and he lit some candles. But he didn't notice the smell of gas leaking from the heating system. The church was a holy tinderbox, ready to blow to high heaven. Shock immediately turns to despair when they realize the choir was probably somewhere in the church, waiting for the minister's arrival when the explosion occurred. If so, no one could have survived. Meet Judith and Ruth Reinholds, sisters. As girls in 1950, they looked forward to their weekly choir get-togethers. They were never late.
We were all set to go to choir practice. We went out to the car, and my goodness, it wouldn't start. Stone cold dead. The engine wouldn't turn over at all.
They too arrived late at the place where the church once stood.
And there I saw the church, which should have been standing nice and tall, a pile of rubble on the ground.
The sisters are not the only lucky ones. Meet Wanda Fisher. In 1950, she was a teen who loved to sing and who was never late for choir practice.
That particular night, I was having trouble with a geometry problem, and I couldn't get it to work out.
A tough math problem saves her life, but she immediately thinks the worst.
I thought first of my friends in the choir, and I thought, oh, they must all be dead.
But the Westside Baptist Church choir is very much alive. Incredibly, a fiery fate has missed each one of its members. Jerry Littell stubbed his toe on a curb and had to hobble the rest of the way. Judy Lewis fell asleep after taking the wrong medication after dinner. Gerald Wise is delayed by a door-to-door salesman. Peggy Belleville misplaced a shoe.
One by one, everybody came. Nobody was in the church. We would have all perished in that blast. We would have all died.
Divine intervention, an incredible stroke of luck, or just a myth? Did this actually happen? We'll tell you at the end of the show. If you thought the story of the lucky choir saved from certain death was true, well, you'd be wrong. While there is no Westside Baptist Church in Falls, Iowa, nor is there a Falls, Iowa, there is one in Beatrice, Nebraska, or was one. It really did explode on March 1st, 1950. However, it was no wonder that the real choir lived. It has become a bit of a running joke with them, as no one ever turned up for choir practice on time that night, or any other. Like all good urban legends, this one has a kernel of truth, but the story gets warped during the telling over time.